All right. We made it. We really made it, guys. We made it. We made it out the trenches. We made it out the hood. Why do I look old? Anyways, we fucking made it, guys. We made it. We're goated. Like, we fucking did this shit. Check this out. So this is the crib. We got our desk set up here. This is the living room. Couch set up. There's me. We come in. Check this shit out, bro. Look at how fucking cool this is, dude. Like, look at how cool my setup is. And I finally, like, got most of my stuff packed and all cleaned up. Look how clean this room is, bro. Like, that looks kind of dirty. I have not vacuumed or nothing, but I don't give a fuck. What does your carpet look like? You probably don't even have carpet, bro. Where your carpet at? But yo, look at the tile in here. Sheesh. Hold on. Sheesh. Sheesh. Yeah, I know this house looks old as fuck because it is, which I honestly like. I honestly like that. Like, whose kitchen looking like this, bro? This kitchen is fire. It is. We got the air fryer. What more do you need, bro? You feel me? You already got the air fryer. Like, you're already done. We got a toaster next to the air fryer. We got a toaster next to the air fryer, bro. We're fucking rich. We're literally balling. Look, we got an oven. We don't even need that shit because we're just balling, bro. You see this? You see what this is, bro? Yeah, bro. We really like that, bro. We really got money. You know what this is, bro? You see how rich we are, bro? See how rich we are? I got a little backyard type shit. This is where I got the leftovers of packing and just a whole bunch of boxes and stuff. But yeah, peep the setup. I just bought this monitor. Peep this shit, gang. Peep the monitor. Sit down real quick. Peep the monitor. We don't got speakers or nothing, but yo, do you see this shit right now? This shit is curved, bro. I know we're in 2026 and like everybody got one of these, but bro, we're rich. We got the Wi-Fi right there. Like, imagine showing this to myself when I was 12-year-old. Like, first of all, we got the Xbox. 12-year-old me would be busting nuts all over. Bro, look how cool this shit is, bro. This shit is cool as fuck. Like, I'm really living like this, bro. I'm really living like a warrior. And I mean, yeah. That's basically it. I just wanted to show off, the crib. And we'll just talk about some stuff because I was kind of ranting to myself and I was like, hey, might as well make a little video. It's been a minute. I haven't made one in the new crib yet. So, oh, we can turn this on. We got a light right here. Right there. I don't know if that even looks better, but yeah, man, we fucking made it. And wow, like, dude, it's just hard to believe the things we've been through. And, I'm basically the shit. Like who else can do the Oni Andy spin? Name one person that can do this right here. Name at least one person that can do the Oni Andy spin that isn't fucking Hayden Christensen or Ewan McGregor. And I even got that. I got the variation. Oh wait, you said I can't do a switch? I literally can. Look. I'm basically the shit. I'm basically rich, handsome, smart. Like, this is just like a moment in my life, where I'm realizing I basically made it. Like everything else leading up to this moment, because I have a good memory. I remember what it's like to be a kid, and I'm a very interesting character because I had a lot of strange development moments where I think most people just don't have those moments. I had a lot of self-awareness growing up. So there was times where I was about to get my ass beat or like I got in trouble. Basically, there was this series of impending doom there was a moment where I was absolutely 100% aware of the fact that something I didn't want to happen was going to happen, and I was going to have to endure it. Most of the time, I was getting my ass beat. Let's just leave it at that. And I would have this clarity where I'm like, two things, right? I would think, well, one day, at a point in time, this moment will have passed, and I will never feel the way I do right now. So it's almost as if the moment itself already doesn't exist. You just got to get through it, right? And I used to also, when I was like really in some shit, I would be like, man, I wish I could just skip to the future and become myself when this moment has already passed. So basically, when I was very young in the developing stage, I was thinking and conceptualizing these thoughts. I was thinking about the future and how the present isn't actually always relevant. Your current moment isn't always relevant. It's only the things that directly impact the future that are relevant. And the things that you don't want to go through, you don't want to remember, they aren't a part of the future. I mean, sure, you'll remember them sometimes, even if you don't want to, because if they're relevant, they'll get brought up. And essentially, you just don't have to relive an experience ever again. And there's tons of experiences you'd want to relive, sure. But when I was a kid, I was aware of the fact that one day I was going to be in a place where everything was going to be better. And growing up poor, growing up to where I basically didn't have my own room until I was a teenager. I didn't, and it's not even about having my own room. I know a lot of people don't have their own room growing up, but it sort of becomes something where you do need that, and you just don't have, it's not even about like the privacy, it's about having a space to express yourself, because you're very limited in expression when you can't decorate a space. You can't create a space for yourself. You just don't have that. It's very limiting. And, growing up, I loved anime. I loved cartoons. I loved action. I loved video games. I loved rock music. I loved all this cool stuff, right? I loved action figures and toys. And now we take a look at, I mean, speaks for itself. We got, this shit just speaks for itself. This shit just speaks for itself, bro. And, we got all my figures over here. We got so many cool guys. Like, this shit just speaks for itself. We got manga. We got skateboard. And when I was younger, I used to think, man, one day I'm going to be an adult. Mind you, this is like before I knew what the economy was going to be like. So I didn't think it was going to be so hard. I thought like shit would be lit by the time I'm 18, which it kind of was. When I was 18, I did have my own space. But like when I was 19, I started living on my own. But essentially, it wasn't fun because I didn't have it easy. It was very hard. And I don't have it easy now, but I think I don't have it and not even that I don't have it hard. I'm just more tolerable. I'm more strong. I'm stronger now. So it's like you put me through those same battles, I'll handle them easier because I'm a higher level than I was when I first started out, I just got way more XP. I got better stats. Like I've pretty much maxed out most of my perks. And yeah, I'm pretty skilled. But basically, I always had this thought, this dream. This was my dream. And this is a very small dream to some people, But when I was in elementary school and you'd go around and you'd ask kids, what do you want to be when you grow older? Well, from my own perspective of knowing art and wanting to pursue art for the rest of my life and wanting to be in a profitable situation so that I could have a leisurely life. Um, what first came to mind as a literal child, and not as like, oh, I want to be an astronaut. No, like I genuinely thought this out and like going to college and stuff. I wanted to be an architect. As a kid, I wanted to be an architect. And I didn't want to design things. I didn't have a passion for that. I just wanted to make money doing drawings. And I wanted to make a lot of money. And I either wanted to be an architect or I wanted to be a chemist. And I wanted to be a chemist because science is fascinating. And my godfather was a chemist and he made a lot of money. And chemists can make a lot of money. So those are the two things. I want to do two things that are, take a high level education and intelligence that offer a lot of money. And, that was the type of kid I was. So I wasn't dreaming small or thinking small, but that wasn't my actual dream. My dream that I always envisioned for myself all the time when I'd be playing Xbox in the living room and there's arguing going on in the background, which I was one of those kids with my microphone on and you hear people screaming, somebody getting beat up and crying. And basically, I never had my own space. I never had my own bed. I never had my own room. I never had my own Xbox. I don't think I ever even had my own controller. But all I really cared about was like Dragon Ball Z, Halo, my Xbox, my friends, hanging out. That's pretty much all I cared about. So I had this dream, right? Where, and I had this moment where I realized I was living it like a couple months ago. And it just hit me so hard. It was literally like I was saying earlier when I used to think about traveling to the future when I had everything I wanted. It just felt like it didn't even feel like I traveled to the future. It felt like holy shit, I did travel to the future. It was a very wild awakening because I came home at night and at this time I was like unemployed. Um, but I think I had like enough money. I think my bills were paid and shit. I wasn't like in a bad position at all. But basically, I just had not shit to do the next day, and it was late at night. I just got home, but I wasn't tired, right? So it hit me that I could do anything I wanted. And basically, what happened was I came home, and whenever I'd come home at this place, my light switch isn't by the door. So I walk in, and it's complete darkness, right? So I walk in, and I stand there, and then and this was like a fucking crazy moment. This was such, you don't even understand how crazy this moment was for me. But I'm standing there in complete darkness, and I think that's the only catalyst that could really have like explained why I felt this way, other than a supernatural thing. And I mean genuinely supernatural, like genuinely. But I'm standing there, it's complete darkness. So imagine you close your eyes, you can't see anything, and it just hits me. I'm in my house, not my room, not my bathroom, not my chair, I'm not on my Xbox, I'm not on my TV, I'm not on my bed. Like, no, this is my house. It's my kitchen, my living room, everything here is mine. I have an Xbox, so I got a TV. I got like this cool stuff I can mess around with. There's nobody here that can tell me what to do. I have no bedtime. I can stay up as late as I want. I can order a pizza. I can do whatever I want. It all hit me right then and there. And that I'm an adult, that I'm a 27-year-old, that like there's genuinely nothing legally bounding me. There's no limitations. I have no limits. I can do anything I want, right? And it wasn't so much so that in that moment I realized I made it or I'm at this level. No, it hit me right then and there. Like I was experiencing life in the mentality of my 12-year-old self. And I've become so much connected to my inner child. I've become so attached to that as throughout the years I haven't actually I missed out on my childhood in so many ways, even to the points where I was going out with friends throughout my youth. I wasn't doing childish things. I wasn't doing the things that children are supposed to be doing. I was doing, much grander activities than what a kid is supposed to be doing. whether it's being around substances or going on trips, being in cars when you're like 14. It just I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing, I don't feel like. So I mean, in the sense of, it genuinely felt like I was 12-year-old Philly. It didn't feel like I was me as I am now or as I was then. It felt like I was a kid. It felt like genuinely I was 12-year-old me. And I just jumped into my body in that moment. I don't know how else to explain it. It felt like in that moment, I was 12-year-old me, and I realized, holy shit, like, I don't have to deal with anything. This is my life. I can do whatever I want. And it was crazy to me because it genuinely felt like, okay, all those times when I was a kid and I wish I could just jump to the future to where I had my own space and I had no responsibilities other than myself, and nobody was telling me what to do, and have any limitations, right? I have my own car, my own house, I can do whatever. I basically realized, regardless of supernatural elements or anything, I essentially traveled to the future. Because even if I traveled to the future consistently, naturally, second by second, by minute, by hour, by day, by month, by year, by decade, even if I naturally progressed in time up to that moment from when I was a child and wished to be at a different time where things were better for me, it doesn't matter how I got there because everything in the past doesn't exist anymore. So from 12 to 27, right? 12 plus 10 is 22, so it's 15 years, right? In 15 years that passed, none of that actually happened. Now, why? Oh, well, it definitely happened. What are you talking about? No, because the past is the past. So in that moment, the past 15 years might as well not even have happened for me. I have all the memories of them, but am I experiencing 15 years? No, it's all like the blink of an eye. It's all just a moment. The being able to remember yesterday and being able to remember 15 years ago is the same exact thing. They're all in the past. They're all conjoined. It's all like, all that matters is right now, and everything else is a different time. It's in the past, It's gone. So in that moment, it was like, dude, this is it. Like, this is the moment. This is the moment where I traveled to the future to get into a better position. Now I'm here. And now that I'm in this place and I have a really cool job that I'm in now, and I'm making a lot of money. My rent is cheap. I have great friends that buy stuff for me. I've always wanted a 3DS. And unless plans got canceled today, I'm supposed to be getting a 3DS for free. And sure, it's more of a trade because I had a broken 2DS, which is not a 3DS. I've always wanted a 3DS, and I never really got to use the 2DS because it was messed up since like I first had it. I never really got to even use that as much as I wanted to. I played like one game on it and didn't beat it because it was messed up. My friend hit me up yesterday talking about, do you want me to buy you this 3DS? And I'm like, no, fuck no. Like, don't do that. He told me it's two something. I'm like, no, fuck no, don't do that. And he's like, oh, I don't really matter. I don't care. Like, it doesn't bother me. And after like going through it, I'm like, okay, you know what? If you're fine, hell yeah, I want a fucking DS. But I don't feel bad. I don't want you to spend your money on me. I don't want you to buy me a DS that's $100. Like, if it's at $5, sure, go ahead and do it for me. But you're spending $200 on me? That's fucking crazy, right? That's fucking crazy. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna make like 80 off the 2DS if I can sell it for you. But moral of the story is, I got people buying me shit. What? Like, like that? I basically made it. I'm basically rich. I'm basically famous. Like in my city, I'm actually famous. And not like ego boosting, like no, I don't want to be like super popular, weird famous. No, I'm like known, respected, admired, famous. Like people know me because I worked hard. I worked my ass off to build a reputation as a respectful person, an honest person, and a good person. You know, I've done right by fucking like 1,000 people, like literally over 1,000 people. I've done right by them. You know, I've helped people out so many times, so many ways. I don't even keep track of it, obviously, but at this point in my life, it's starting to add up. It's repaying me. I have built assets and resources over the years, and now I'm just here, dead ass. Now I'm just here. I got it all, and it's all because of God. It's all because of the work I put in. And so, being a kid, the dream I had for myself is completed. Like my setup is that setup in there is the setup I always wanted my whole life. This setup right here is the setup I always wanted my whole life. Like in here's art supplies, so much art supplies in here. This fucking desk right here, like I have a fucking lamp. I have a literal whiteboard, fucking to help me plan shit out. Like I can't make this up. I I can't make this up. Look at this shit, bro. I have everything I could ever want. And the only thing I'm missing is like a super sexy girl in here, posted up, using up all my resources, taking up space, adding to the environment that I've perfectly crafted for myself. So I don't even want that. That's not even something I want. Like, do I want a girlfriend? Yeah. Do I want a girlfriend here living with me, taking up my space and changing my environment? Fuck no! I don't even want that. And I don't even have the time to go fucking spend with another person right now. So when the time comes, I'm literally going to have every single last thing I could ever want in my life. The only things I don't have right now that I don't want is it's simply not the time to have that, like a house. I don't want to live in somebody else's house. I want to live in my own house that I preferably built for myself, but it's just not the time for that. So as of right now, where I'm at, I have everything. I have everything I could have ever wanted. It's all thanks to God. It's all thanks to the people in my life that helped me get here. And this has got to be the best update of all time because Philly, you made it. And it doesn't matter if somehow, in some way, things get worse. It doesn't matter because there's still more that I want. There's still more that I want to do for myself and the people around me. You know, I want to be able to provide for everyone. The other day, all the kids were at the skate park and an ice cream truck came by and I popped out all these dollar bills for the kids. I'm basically the fucking shit. Like, like when I was a kid, if some dude did that for me, I would have lost my shit. I would have been like, yo, you're basically the shit. You're so fucking like, thank you so much, dude. You got me ice cream on a hot day. But no, I got like fucking everybody ice cream. Do you know how fucking badass that is? That's what's badass. Like, like spending a bunch of money on some stupid shit is not badass. Spending a bunch of money on the kids that are hungry, bro, that's so fucking cool. Like, I'm actually awesome as hell for that. And today is the day that I really cement that shit. That I'm fucking cool. Everybody's gonna know it. They're gonna know it by just looking at me. And I need everybody in the world to know it. Because I'm here. I'm here in the world. I'm existing right now. And I'm not gonna stop until I'm dead. Because when I die, fucking for sure, fucking 100 billion%, everybody who knew me in my life is gonna look and they're gonna say, damn, Philly was fucking awesome, man. I'm gonna miss Philly. Shit's not gonna be the same without him. That's the fucking goal. Everything else doesn't matter. Just to make an impact on the people in my life and to be so fucking good of a person that people just genuinely appreciate you. That's all I want. And I feel like I already lived up to my dreams. All in my life, all my life goals are basically accomplished. And what happens from here? Only the future Philly knows. So
we'll tap into that next time.